Welcome to the Nash podcast, brought to you by the Village Hotel Club. The first episode of the Nash podcast, we're with the Curzon Ashton chairman, Wayne Salkeld.
Brilliant. Thanks, guys. Thanks for inviting me.
No, thank you for joining us. So, Wayne, just tell everybody who's listening about yourself. How did you become Curzon Ashton chairman?
Well, obviously, I've been with the club for 18 years now, and started it as a junior representative in terms of like coaching and everything like that, and then I took over the chairmanship of the juniors way back about 10 years ago, I would imagine, and then built the junior setup from the old Nash ground, National Park, where we had 90 kids, and now we've got like 380 girls and boys at the club. So that was my first step into Curzon. Then I progressed as a coach and everything like that, and started to work with Mark, who's our present manager now, with the ladies team. So we started to work with Mark on that, and then I started with coaching with the youth team. I had them for 3 seasons. And then the reserves. So that's been my path then. And then the board seeing my potential in terms of like what I was doing with the juniors, and then inviting me on the board of directors. So, and then it's just gone from strength to strength really. And and then I got promoted to vice chairman, and then Harry's given me a great opportunity with Jimmy as well, who's vice chairman, of taking the club forward.
Like I said, it's a huge honour for you to be put into this position, because obviously you're from Ashton, aren't you, as a kid? So what was it like for you growing up here?
Well, Ashton has been, obviously I'm an Ashton person, I'm an Ashton lad. I went to school in Ashton, St Damian's. So, and funny enough, I actually, my first house when I was born was actually back onto Ashton United, believe it or not, and I spent a lot of time with Ashton United as well. So Ashton as a whole has been, close to my heart, and it still is. It is. My family are from here. All my family are from here. So I just feel that, I'm so proud that I've become Curzon Ashton's chairman, and all I want to do now is just get stuck into it, really.
Did you used to play as a kid?
Yeah. Played for the reserves here as well. So really? Yeah, so played as a kid. Maybe a lot of people say, well, yeah, I always remember him waiting for his loud voice or whatever. But no, I've always been passionate about football. When I go on the field to play, when I coach, when I do everything I do, I always try to put 110% in, and that's what I'm going to do as chairman. I'm going to bring this club better things, I feel, in terms of how we're going to do things, and I think that we're doing that now, with me just being in the rain over the last 4 or 5 weeks.
I suppose it's kind of sentimental to be a former player, and then you move into coaching, and then you finally you get to the board, and then now being chairman. How much do you think like your family and everyone feel about you being able to do that kind of ladder effect? Yeah,
well, my family are obviously 110% behind me. I mean, obviously, with any family, you've got to have strong people behind you, like my wife Leslie, and I've got my son here, Jack, who's with the first team coaching staff. I've got my grandson here now. So, and it's just a family connection, and that's how I want us to be. I want this club to be a family orientated club, community club. I want to keep that going. We've worked so hard in the community with Andy Cheshire, what he's done with us. So basically it's just us being a family club, and we want to get as many families down here to watch the games. We're offering lots of incentives, as we've seen on Twitter and on our website. It's just a matter of us bringing that together, and that togetherness really. So, but yeah, going back to the point is, yeah, I feel really, really proud to, and my family do, and they've got the full backing. They've given me the full backing. So, excellent.
So we've seen a lot of changes recently just at the club. The whole team, like first team, have changed. If you look, we'll start from how it was. The previous set of lads. What was your favourite memory of them?
Oh, brought some great memories, and obviously with our promotion and everything like that, you know. And I got close to the lads who have left the club, and it was a bit of a wrench for me because, you know, I'm one of these chairmen, or I am going to be one of these chairmen where I'm going to be close to the players as well, because it's really important that you have that, and I have got that. I had that with Jono and Rowney especially, and they become good family friends because obviously Jack's very good friends with them. Jack and Jono have just come back from an holiday together, so it was but to be fair to them guys, that professional, them two, is that the first people they rung was the board, you know, Harry, myself, Jimmy, you know, they rang us and said, you know, we're leaving and everything like that. And what we want to do is wish them well, and I mean, end of the day, we want our players to go away and take away the great experiences they have at this football club, but go away and fulfil the rest of their careers, because at the end of the day, football, as we know, people move on, but we as a club have to move on as well.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll talk about also the signings.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk us through what it's been like?
Well, it's been a bit of a whirlwind, really, and I just feel very, very excited. It's probably one of the most exciting seasons we're going into, and I just think the signings have been a good signings. Obviously, that's going to be proof in the pudding when we start, but I know, and I've got trust in Mark, the board have. It's been like I say, a whirlwind in terms of getting them in. Obviously, yourselves as media people have done fantastically well. How we've done that, how we've put that across with the signings as well. But as you can see by the interviews, I think they want to be here. They want to play for us. It's a new start for us, a new era, as we keep saying. But I just think Mark and Will have worked tirelessly over the summer to get these in, because we were worrying, because obviously the lads were gone to other clubs. What we're going to do? We have faith in Mark, and Mark's, you know, come up with the goods really. But obviously Mark knows there's a lot of hard work to do to get them going. Yeah,
so for you as well, like obviously you're the chairman now, you had to deal with like negotiations and stuff. Has that been an interesting? Yeah, I mean,
it has. I mean, it is. It was one of the things I like to do, because in business, I have my own business in terms of like I do negotiations and everything like that. So I felt that was really good for us, or myself personally. Jimmy's been involved as well. And it's been good. Me and Jimmy have enjoyed it, and it's good getting people. And Mark talking to us, Wayne, you know, this, can we get this over the line? Can we do this? I'm talking to Harry, you know, Mark's got a budget to work to. But to be fair to Mark, he's worked so well with the budget we've given him. And, you know, so it's been really exciting, that meeting players, talking to Mark about players, and can we do this? Can we do that? So it's been really good, and like I said, I'm really excited for the players to come in, and we meet them on Tuesday.
Yeah. So looking at the squad, you know, you've got some very good mix of experience and youth. Was that the feel that both, obviously, you and Mark wanted? You didn't want to just go out and just build an experience squad. You want to be able to mix.
Well, as I said in my first bit, I'm very passionate about the youth setup we've got here, because I've been big part of that.
Well, one of the lads, Adam Muir, used to coach me. He's gone all the way through into the first team. Yeah,
Matt and Adam, and I was so happy about that, and I made aware that how happy I was, and so them sort of scenarios is that it's really exciting, that because one of the strongest things at this football club is our youth setup, and if we can't produce first team players out of 300 boys, I think there is, I think then, you know, we're not doing our job properly. So I think, and as we've seen this season with our youth doing the quadruple, the players coming through. And when we sat down with Mark did mention, he did said, listen, you know, I want to bring you through, which he has all along, Ollie Thornley, people like that. So it's very important for this club to survive that we have players coming through our youth setup. So Mark did say he wanted a bit of both, but he wanted to bring some young signings in, which he has done. But he's brought the experience in with Nicky Rowe and people like that. Andy Hall, who are going to bring the young players through, who are going to be the leaders on the pitch, and who are going to hopefully, you know, push us up that football league.
It's also the first time, I think, obviously since I've been here, that I've seen players from leagues above actually come and join us as well. So we've gone from this phase of having a lot of loan players last season where it seems to be like we've got a full squad of people that are actually at the club this year. How much will that impact the side, do you reckon?
Well, it'll impact us, I think immensely, really, in terms of like bringing the youth and the experience together. I mean, the experienced lads, they'll know that they'll have a big job to do in terms of getting them going and everything like that. So, but the pedigree of player, what we did think is can we get these players in? And obviously with Mark's connection and Will's connections, we've done that. And you know, I'm excited to have players like of that calibre at the club, and I just think, you know, if we get it right with the youth and with the experience, there's, you know, we can push on. Yeah, we can push on. We can really push on.
So, like, now we're looking at the new build squad. You know that we could see another couple of signings. We might not. You never know.
Yeah.
What's the vision now? You know, you've been able to. Well, Mark's been able, with obviously your assistance, been able to build, like, revamp the whole squad and make it kind of his own. What would your vision be now going forward next season? Obviously, we finished 18th last season.
Yeah.
Obviously, 17th upwards is an improvement, but with probably the intention that you've shown as chairman and what Mark's shown, are you gunning for more?
Oh, we're
definitely going for playoffs.
Well, listen, I'm hoping that we are going for playoffs. What I will say is, I mean, Mark will tell you as like anybody else, is we went on the unbeaten run of 9-10 games last season, and we thought we're nearly getting up to them playoffs. And then we had a really bad blip at the end, and you know, but we got the points what we needed. And to be fair to Mark, he did look at it and think, well, you know, the 9 or 10 games we did go on the run. Obviously, we had the loan players; they were fresh in the team, so it gave us that boost and everything like that. And then it just went a little bit pear-shaped at the end. But what Mark has said to me is, listen, you know, with a new squad of what we've put together, is why not? Why can't we go to the playoffs? And Mark will be thinking the same way. The ambition I've known Mark, and I've known him from since I was a kid. We've grown up together. I know his burning ambition is to do well at his club. Within the length of time he's been here, he's been given the chance, and we give him hopefully the tools to do that. And we as a board want to get as far as we can. And if we can get to the playoffs, so let's do it. But we know it's going to be difficult. We know this league again, you know, is going to be really, really hard. There's going to be ups and downs. So, but hopefully we're going to have a more ups this year. If the team gels and we get it together.
Yeah, because we've got quite a packed pre-season. You know, some days you've got 2 games.
Yeah.
Is that one of the things that you and Mark have talked about, where he wants an even divide of squads for both games, or is he going to go strong, experienced squad one game, youth on the other?
Well, I mean, Mark could answer them questions really, but what he did say is, obviously with the new players coming in, what he felt is to get a big pre-season, but get as many as we can, look at the situation. Obviously Mark, I think he'll look at the youth team as well, how well they did, bring them in with a lot of experience and go into these pre-season games as well. So that's where I feel that he'll do that. And then, you know, because at the end of the day, the youth team, what they've achieved this year, they deserve to have a bit of experience playing, yeah, you know, these sort of things. So I think that's what Mark's intending to do. So, and then build from that, because you never know. And then what he'll probably do is split them up like he's going to do, because we've obviously got 2 games. and then he'll part of the management team will go with one team, and part of the management team will go the other, and then they'll come together, report back, and everything like that. So, listen, I think the pre-season schedule, is very, very good. It'll tell us where we are for the beginning of the season, and let's see how we go. But I've got a lot of faith for what we're trying to do in pre-season. I think it'll be good.
I'm just going to touch back on, you mentioned the academy players again, what they did last year. To win one trophy is difficult enough, but to win all four, it just goes to show in the area they're in, the Manchester area, they literally are the best there is. And for you to be part of that setup when they was all youngsters, how proud are you of the achievement for last year?
Oh yeah, it's a great achievement, and I don't think many teams will do it again, but we're building for next year as well. We Mark's revamped the youth setup. He's brought different management style. So we just want to kick on. Our 17s will move up to the 18s. So Duncan's going to be the new under-18s manager. Duncan's been with us.
It's obviously the 17s are also they played Curzon under-18s in the cup final.
So the step up is going to be good for him. And so, but what Mark used to do the 18s. So what he's done is this year he's sort of like I said, the management. Duncan's gone to the 18s, and then Adam and Ash, who did our 16s last year, who were potentially very good young coaches coming through our system. They're going to go to 17s. So the progression's again from our 16s to 17s, and it's a great progression. So Duncan will stay with the 18s. So then they know the feed, what we're going to give them guys, and they know as managers what to expect.
Especially for the players as well. There's a clear pathway into the first team here now, definitely. So. Yeah.
I mean, one of the main things we do as a junior setup is when they sign for this football club, we sell that outside. Yeah. We sell what Mark's doing. That Mark was our youth development officer. Now, obviously, he's our first team manager, but Mark still does things with the academy in the day and everything like that. So having that Mark here and seeing these players come through with the help of our youth coaches, and what we do is we have regular meetings and we'll say to Mark, listen, there's such a lad, we need to look at him, and that's how we do it. And we feel really proud that we're probably one of the biggest junior setups in Greater Manchester now.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant.
So obviously you mentioned Mark's also sorting out for next season. Long term, obviously we want to do the best we can next season, but long term, what are your aims?
Yeah, where do you want to take the club?
Well, I mean, as high as we can, really. We feel that we've got one of the best facilities in the league, and obviously what we want to do off the pitch is get more sponsorship. We need more sponsorship in the club if we can. We've got some great sponsorships now. We've got more coming on board, but like anything else as a club, you can't stand still. You've got to try and get as many people trying to get invested in the club and things like that. So, our vision is to get as high as we can, go for the playoffs if we can, but secondly, just keep what we're doing in the community, keep doing what we're doing in the youth setup. And you never know what come about, but I'm just ambitious to sort of like take as far as we can with the board of directors.
Yeah, definitely. So you again touching on the community thing. We've been doing quite well recently. We had the community was nominated for an award. Yeah. We had Richard that won Coach of the Year. Yeah. Last night. So just as a general, how well is the club doing?
Well, the community side, since Andy Cheshire come on board, Andy's just been appointed another 2 years now, so we're excited about that. Andy brings a lot to us on the community side, and like we've got now with the disability team, they got to a final last week. We've got the vets team, who I had a meeting with last week, who who feel that they want to be part of this football club. We want them to be part of this football club, and and like I said, we want to bring that together. We're going to do a touch on mental health this season. So there's loads and loads of things. Andy's got a few things in the pipeline. So that is a massive thing for us, the community, because we are a community club, what we do with the community and the youth setup as well. So that's what we want to keep carrying on to do.
So whilst we're talking about, obviously the other sides are here, we've had the changes to the women's team.
Yeah.
Do you want to just explain?
Yeah, the women's team, again, Donna's worked tirelessly well with the women's team. Obviously, we've had the under 16s leave us. They've gone to Mosley, but that was their choice. And they were going to be our development team, but obviously they've took the path and gone to Mosley. So that's them. So we've got to move on from that. We've got the ladies team, which I think are going to do fantastic. They started pre-season last Tuesday, I think.
Yesterday they got their first game tomorrow.
Yeah. So they'll do well. We've actually got some sponsorships for that team now. We want them to be part of our football club. I know some of the players who play for that team. I used to coach them, Amy Smith and people like that. I used to coach them with Mark, so I think Amy's the captain now. So them sort of players have been with the club for a long time. So it's important that they're part of that. Not only that, we want them part of our club because we have a great girls set up here. We've got eight teams. We want a pathway for them as well. So but we still got an under 16s. We had 2 under 16s, Aidan, and I think Aidan's going to take that team on.
For the girls,
for the girls, sorry, yeah. So there is going to be 16s going the pathway to the ladies team. Yeah. Plus, behind that, we've got, I think, about 8 girls teams as well.
So anyone that is listening, if they want to get involved in obviously any of the community stuff,
just contact the club.
Yeah, just contact the club.
Contact the club and put them on the right.
Because that's kind of the overall message of Cers Nash, isn't it? That it's not just about the men's team. No. The youth setups there, the women's setups there, the vets, the disability team. Yeah. A lot of people obviously look at some clubs and they don't realise how much community work or background that this club actually has. So, overall, what's the message of the community for the club?
Well, the message is, come and support us. Come and support us. Come and support our first team. Get involved. We're always looking for volunteers. Come down. That's what we want. If you got children who want to come, we have a soccer school on a Thursday to get them integrated into the football path. So that's 5 while 6. Come down. Just come down. There's loads of things what we're doing here, and we need as much help as we can. And the more the merrier, really, to come down and help us and help us achieve what we've done so far. And if we can get good volunteers, it helps us as a club financially, so. But what we give back to that is we give satisfaction that you're in a community place where we're doing things. Not only that, we appreciate our volunteers. I have a meeting with them on Tuesday. We appreciate everybody what do things for us as a football club.
It's like we're in the situation of that. Like what some people might not realise is we may be a football club, but everything there's so me and Aidan, the media, we're volunteers.
Yeah.
There's students in the coaching teams, coaches that are students. It's like people do this, they come here and can get involved, and it is rewarding. We get recognition for what we do. So I definitely recommend if anyone wants to get involved, just come down to the club.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Of course. So in terms of sponsorships, we've had a lot go on recently, but if people want to get involved, what have we got available?
Well, we've got a few things. We have our brochure, what we give everything, but there's loads of things you can get in with sponsorship. You can have a board here. You can, I think there's a few things up for grabs still, like the shirt. I think it's sleeve. I think short sponsor. So there's them sort of sponsorships still available, but if anybody's interested in any sponsorship, all they got to do is contact the club. They can talk to me, and they can talk to our commercial director, Paul McHugh. who's worked tirelessly over the last 2 or 3 months, as well as anyone else. And obviously we've got a new director in Sid White, who's on the commercial side as well, who's going to bring a lot of match day experiences next season. We've just started our annual golf day out, which is on the 30th of August at Duckingfield Golf Club. So we're looking for teams for that. So whoever wants to get involved with that, come support us. So so there's loads of things going on the sponsorship side. We've got the new sponsors. We've just got the Village Hotel, which is
the Village is it's obviously they're our media sponsor this year.
Yeah.
How important is that going to be for like the players as well?
Oh, it's going to be brilliant because what they're offering us is obviously our teams to go there to do like spin classes. Not only that, there's a pool for rehabilitation for injury or whatever.
There's not many clubs probably at this level.
No,
the perks of that.
Yeah, the perks are that we go down. We can take the players down if they want different environment. They say we can have a room where we can have a meal there and things like that. It's just them sort of perks what we feel that we wanted to get into the football club, and the Village have answered that. And so I want to thank them personally. Paul McHugh got the deal over the line, and Paul, like I said, Paul's worked hard over the summer and he's still working hard to get sponsorship in. So I just want to thank Paul as well for his effort, as well as anyone else in the club and the directors as well, because they pull the weight on the sponsor side.
Yeah, it just goes to show you how much hard work goes into everything at the club to get it all sorted. So obviously today we've got Ollie's down at the Ashton Market promoting our pre-season friendlies. But we also have season tickets, early birds still available for £180 for adults. If you live in the Tameside and under 16, you can get a free season ticket, which is obviously brilliant. It's a great way to get into football. Can you
imagine being under 16? Even like 15, 16, you're still at school and you come and watch football
Saturdays, come and watch it. So how does that work? For adults, it's £7. Is it £7? So if you've got nothing to do on a Saturday,
come and watch us.
And then you might enjoy it and keep coming back.
And our season tickets, they've gone up this year. People have took the early bird, which is really good. I don't know how many, but I think it's a lot better than last season, which is really exciting. You touched on Ollie. I bumped into him before. He come down for the leaflets, what we're giving out for pre-season. With Karen, who's one of our volunteers who works the turnstiles as well. They work tirelessly, and these are the type of people who are in the community on Ashton Market, trying to get as many people through pre-season, ready for the next season. And these are the people what you want at the football club. These are the people who are out of the football club, who work hard behind the scenes. And what people forget is that we all have jobs as well. We all, it's not me being chairman, I'm here full time. No, I run a business myself, as well as a lot of the other directors do. Yeah. So them are the things where people don't see,
It's also the case when people come and watch us, they're not just a customer number. They're not just a seat on a bum in sense.
No.
We recognise people that come and we appreciate it, and it's also the players appreciate it as well. And like, the more you come here, and the more you turn up and stuff, you will be recognised for it, and you'll get recognition for it as well.
You do, and the other thing is as well is that with all our juniors, we give them free season tickets. I think that's one area we have to improve on. And we have to, which I was telling our youth coaches, come on, let's get these youth players to come and watch the game. Listen, last season it was good, but I think we can improve on it even more. We get a lot of parents coming down who get in with the season ticket, and they get half price at the turnstile. So them sort of areas we need to improve on as well. So that's what we're aiming at.
Even the student offer is ridiculously good.
It works at £3 a game.
Yeah, £3 a game.
Yeah.
So if obviously me and Jordan, we're students. If people can't get to the big clubs, then come and support either your local club or a club that's near you in the northwest that is offering such an incredible
It's a good
thing.
day out as well, if you,
Yeah.
because it's not overpriced food, not overpriced drinks and
No.
stuff, so you can come in and
Yeah.
actually enjoy yourself.
Yeah, you can, and it's and the other thing is it's a social thing as well. I mean, some of the closest friends I've got is from football. So from either coaching, playing, being a chairman, you and you meet new people, and that's what it's about. It's about coming down here, meeting new people, getting into the community, and grabbing it really, and being part of it, and that's what I want.
So this season, we'll go back to the actual first team play again. So last year we didn't manage to do very well in the FA Cup, FA Trophy. Obviously you was here when we went and played Wimbledon and stuff.
Yeah.
How important is it for the club that we try and do well in these competitions this year?
Well, I've told Mark already. he needs. Listen, he's not under no illusions. The FA Cup and the FA Trophy are good money.
It's huge for the club,
especially. Financially. And so, listen. End of the day, Mark's under no illusions that the FA Cup is important to this football club. If we get 2 or 3 wins in the FA Cup, it can make your season. Definitely on the finances side. So when that draw comes out, I think it's around September time. I'll be getting Mark up to the ballroom, I think, and just saying, "Come on, Mark, let's see what we can do in this competition," because it does bring back memories. John took us to the FA Cup. It was a really good roller coaster, and
nearly got through as well.
And just like, but the more I look at them highlights, the more I think, what could have been, because not only that.
Who were you faced in the next round if we went through?
I think it was. It wasn't.
I'm testing you now.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember really. I don't think it was a big team. Really, I don't think it was. But not only that, if we would have got a replay,
went to Wimbledon.
Yeah, I think we would have got another television, and that would have really sorted us out financially in terms of, So, but what we did is, again, going back to the community, the money we got off the FA Cup, we put it back into the 3G and everything that.
That's the thing. Unlike most league clubs and stuff, we don't have someone just pumping money in. It's not that easy. So everything we generate and it goes back into the club. So when people come down, it might only be £3 a time for students, but that goes a long way in terms of
what
it does, because that student might buy a pint, might buy a pie, and it all goes back to us. I mean, you're right, we haven't got a lot of money to pump into the club, but what we do, what comes into this football club goes back into it. So, and the guardian, and we give the best budget to Mark the best we can. It's not a massive budget, but it's a budget where we feel that Mark can manage, and what he's doing so far is fantastic. So let's hope we can achieve next season what we're going to go out to achieve.
So we'll go back to the FA Cup, away from Curzon. Do you have any memories of the FA Cup as a youngster watching it? Because obviously it was a bit more, I'd say a bit bigger, but it was.
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't looked down as.
No, and I know, and and for us smaller clubs, it's like I said to you before, the financial side it's good, but going back to the FA Cup, it brings memories. It always gives you a chill down the spine when you play in the FA Cup. But I tell you what, being chairman, it's going to be even better, because I feel so proud that we're going to go in the FA Cup, and I feel proud that going in the FA Cup as chairman of the football club. So hopefully, with the new players we've got, we can get 2 or 3, maybe get to the second round, third round. You never know. You never know. So
it's also the FA Trophy though as well. Because
that's
people obviously, because it's classed as like a non-league trophy, people kind of dismiss it, but it's actually a massive trophy for clubs at this level. And
it is.
You've seen, some clubs go on big runs, like Ramsbottom did exceptionally well, and their
Telford nearly got. Was it Telford?
Yeah.
exactly. So that's also an important competition for the club and revenue and squad morale.
It's one competition we haven't done very well in. To be fair,
I asked this to Mark earlier. Would you rather get to the final of the FA Trophy or be in the playoffs?
Ooh.
It's a tough one. That.
And what did he say?
He didn't actually answer. He didn't answer.
Oh, come on! He's not. He didn't bottle it, did he?
Sure. He asked where we finished. So I said if we finished one place above relegation and got to the FA Trophy, final, obviously at Wembley, or get playoffs, but obviously then whatever happens in the playoffs happens.
I'd tell him. I'll be having a word. I'll be telling him it's got to be both. No.
And the FA Cup as well.
Yeah, and the FA Cup as well.
We want the first round FA Cup. We want the FA Trophy.
Yeah. No, I mean it's a difficult question, isn't it? But if you got one out of the two, it'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? To be fair,
100%.
and you know, if it wasn't the playoffs and you were sustain yourself in the league, and then you got to the FA Trophy final
to be at Wembley.
Yeah, wow, it'd be that'd be some of that. But hey, listen, we're a long way off that yet. You know, let's get the team playing first. As Mark, probably that's why he didn't. Yeah, and that's probably why he didn't answer the question. But he has still bottled it. But never mind. But you know, I know for a fact Mark will be trying every way to get us up the table and get as far as in these cup competitions.
Yeah, definitely. So first and foremost, win as many league games as possible. Make sure we're safe in the league. Yeah. And then whatever happens from there happens, doesn't it?
Happens from there. But like I say, exciting times at the club. Exciting times with the players coming in. First pre-season starts on Tuesday. Obviously yourselves will be down here meeting the new players. And I'm just excited for everything we're doing, media, players, everything, community. And I just think it's going to be a fantastic season, and I just hope everyone comes and joins us on the journey, really. Definitely.
So like you said, if anyone wants to get in touch, just either on Twitter, Instagram, come ring the club, turn up, do whatever.
Yeah.
Obviously, what was you going to say?
I think we should finish on a prediction. Can you tell the future? Let's say we get you back on the podcast. In a few weeks, maybe a few months. Yeah. Where do you see the club being at that time? We've started the season. We could be a few games in. Where do you want to be realistically?
Well, I want to be middle of the table. I do want to be like round the mid-table. You know, doing well, winning some games, looking at the team, making sure it's gelling, and just sitting down with Mark become December. And he's in a good position. So I would like us to be like that. But like I said to you before, this league is very, very difficult. And it's all about your start, really. If Mark gets off to a good start, I think, we'll sort of like flourish and I think we do well. But it's all on that start. So you're going to get first game of the season. Are we going to travel a long way first game of the season? What we're going to do? Them are the important things. Are we going to get an home tie on our fantastic pitch? Them are the things what sort of like set out your season, really. So, but listen, we're ready. We're going to be ready. I know Mark's going to be ready. I know his team's going to be ready. We put a lot of effort in pre-season to get where we are now. Us directors are ready. We're all ready, and we're just really exciting. So, like I said, come on this journey with us. Get here. Come and support us. Come and do what we want to do, and take it from there.
Perfect way to finish.
All right.
Thanks for coming on.
No problem. Thank you very much.